ya tingakurudzirane kuti handei kumusha tigopanana encouragement through my various social media sites sana YouTube asi over the past 5 days pandiri paground ndadzidza zvakawanda. To those who are still in the diaspora, I can advise you kuti kana wafunga kuya kumusha uya une plan B yekuti uchisvika pamusha uri kusvika uchisweta nezvei. Before you decide kuita relocation, iva ne plan in place already kuti uchisvika paground unenge uchiita nezvei, right? In most cases uchibva kudiaspora uchitiri kuenda kumusha, uchisvika kumaraini unenge uchitonzi handimi vacho muri kurira, ndimi vacho mabva diaspora mune mari, but ndekoma kwakaita life munhu unenge usitorinawo pekubata. But then it becomes worse kana wasvika paground yet pekutangira hauna. Saka gara wauya une plan yaunayo yekuti uchisvika paground uri kusweta nezvei. And guys, to be honest with you, you will find yourself lonely watosvika paground pacho, yet the gospel is being preached kuti kumusha zviri kufaya, kumusha zviri kuita, right? You find yourself being lonely mu village, you find yourself being lonely in the rural area ukangosvikako usina plan. As an example, kwandirogara in right now in my village, in my rural area, as I'm shooting this video, right? I'm just next to my house here. I can tell you guys kuti vakomana vanoshandira vanogara muarea inei, right? People, they are busy nemabasa avo, and this time yatiri yana July, August, when they are busy molding bricks, vanhu vari kukanya zvidhina, vanhu vari kukanya zvidhina ma 25,000, 30,000, 20,000, anenge ane zvishoma anenge andone 20,000 bricks zvavari kukanya, right? Vanhu vakanya zvidhina zvavo vozvipisa vozvitengesa at $30 for every 1,000 bricks. So zvinosiyana nenzvimbo. Ukaenda kune dzimwe nzvimbo zvidhina zviri kutengeswa ma $40, kune dzimwe nzvimbo ma 45, but mostly area atiri inei ma $30 per every 1,000 bricks, right? Ndiri kuti uya kumusha une plan yekuti uchasikoita nezvei, otherwise it's not a surprise why munhu akuti akasvika paground zvakasamuitira zvakanaka, within a few days, within a few weeks, unozogara kuti aiwa John kwaitowe better, let me go back to the diaspora. But then you still continue doing the same, you still continue kurarama the same life yawangorarama, yet waishuwa kuti dai life ndanorarama ndiri kunyika kwangu kumusha. Uyai mune plan pamuri kuita relocate kuya kuZimbabwe. Right now, most of the guys in the village vari kukanya mabricks, and hautombovawana mudzimba masikatana vari busy kutimba zviuru vachikanya dhaka ravo. The next day vakutomhanya mabricks avo, and vangosvika 25,000, 30,000 vakutopisa ofoni dzavo vachitsvaga income. Iwe uri kusvika uri stuck uchibva kuJoni uchiti tapinda, right? Ukasaya une plan, you feel excluded, you feel like a fish out of the water, because vagara vari kumusha vatori musystem kudhara. Iwe, you are someone who is new into the system, so you need to adjust, you need to cope up with whatever is happening muarea yauri kusvikira iyoyo. You need to cope up ne-lifestyle yauri kurarama uri mu-village mako kana mu-rural area mako, right? So guys, honestly speaking, ukasaya usina plan, zvichaoma kuti uve unoita adjust, zvichaoma kuti uve unoita get used to the situation yekuti are prevailing currently. Zvinooma zvimboita nyore. Like I'm saying, ana boys muarea vari busy nezvidhina, vamwe vari busy nekutonesa seed yefodya izvezvi, right? For the past few years in my village, people vari kurima fodya and they are making a lot of money through kurima fodya. Besides that, iyo nyaya yemabricks, nanokanyira zvidhina 20,000 ari ega. What is 20,000 times $30, right? That's $600. Mari inobatwa within a short space of time. Of course, yes, ibasa labor intensive, right? Of which you about diaspora, you may not be used to such basa hard zvekudaro, right? So guys, we are kwakarongeka uchiya paground. Asi nyangoti sezvo YouTube channel kwanhingi iri kunzi let's relocate or kuri kupuwa encouragement relocation, ongoti nakutoenda kumusha. That's not the point. I always emphasize guys kuti nyaya relocation is a matter of a personal opinion, right? In as far as pangave ne encouragement yekuti ande kumusha, in as far as pangave ne motivation from other YouTubers, in as far as pangave ne motivation kubva kune vanhu vakasiyana siyana, I'm still of the opinion, I'm still adamant that nyaya yekurelocata is really a personal journey, right? It's really a personal journey. We cannot all relocate one day. Someone can find himself relocating today, while someone can relocate in the next 3 months or in the next 3 years. So it's not a matter of just going with the flow, but quite a wave relocation. So let's all go back home. That's not the point. That's not the point, guys. It is quite common that you find yourself out of the system. You find yourself not fitting properly into the environment. Zvokuti wega unozogaya within 2 weeks unogaya kuti aiwa kujonga kwa kutori nani, regai ndidzokere back Mafikeng, regai ndidzokere back kuDurban, regai ndidzokere back kuPort Elizabeth. Unotoshuwa within a small space of time, unoshuwa kuti let me go back kwandakajaira, kwandiri used nemasystems eikoko, right? So that's how it is, guys. Relocation is really a journey. Zvairi journey, it is also about a personal perspective. It's all about a personal perspective, right? My reasoning, my thinking cannot be the same as of somebody. So you guys need to be very, very careful before you make the move to relocate. You need to make sure that you put all your ducks in a row. You need to make some courageous decisions. Of course, yes, I do understand that when it comes to relocation, some of us, mostly the majority of us, we may be afraid to take this move. We may be afraid to embark upon this journey. So I'm also starting to realize that fear on its own is one challenge that is hindering us from making firm decisions on when to relocate, right? So at times we end up just relaxing in a foreign land. We tend to forget about everything and just say, as long as tingorarama ku diaspora kwacho, that's what matters. But then we got families to feed, we got our kids, we have to go to school. You know, kurama life is not about shukuru fema, right? It's not about shukuru fema. So guys, that's the thing, and that's it. Every step that is made towards progress, it takes you to another level. But I'm just giving some green light to those who are still in the diaspora, would like to come back home. Guys, I'm saying, as you land on the ground, make sure that you got something already in place to do. As I'm recording this video, right now I'm on the ground, right? So I really know what's going on. I really know what's happening, right? I'm here in the yard, and all the guys whom I've been associating with last night, they've already gone to their work. They are busy molding bricks. Some are busy looking for firewood to mold bricks. Some are busy doing the necessary for the tobacco seed. You'll find yourself being a fish out of water if you come back home without any plan in place. As I'm saying, in as far as there's a lot of encouragement on social media sites, in as far as there's a lot of encouragement on different social platforms, guys, when you decide to come back home, make sure that you got something prepared, you got something in place to do. In my next video, I'll be sharing with you guys what I'm doing at home, right? I'll be sharing with you guys what I'm doing at home, because I knew it before I left diaspora, that when I go to home, I would need to continue doing my work as I've always been doing it in diaspora. So as someone who works online, I don't have any complaint regarding that that area. You know, I'm working online. I got my internet connection, and I'm available on internet connectivity 24/7. So yeah, that's the thing, guys. That's life in the rurals. At times you think like, hey, is this life for everyone? It's just a personal question that one we have to answer for him or herself. What I know is that life in the rural does have its advantages, which I do believe they do outweigh being in other geographical locations, right? You know, home is home. Home is home, and you cannot even compare home with any other place. Home is always best. We cannot all run away from that. However, in as far as home is best, you cannot just come back home unprepared. You need to be very much prepared for your stay at home. You know, there are a lot of projects that one can venture into while you are within your home place. There are a lot of projects, and I can tell you guys, there are a lot of opportunities that I've just figured out. You know, I figured them long way back before I came back home, right? And even when I got here, I can still that within this rough area, within this village, there are a lot of opportunities that have not yet been exploited. That if one can apply his or her mind to those projects, you can be able to reap success. You can be able to get from point A to point B. So that's it, guys. That's raw life in the village. Most importantly, which is the main theme of this video, is to keep in mind that in as far as we can have encouragement, in as far as we can have motivation to say, guys, let us relocate back home. The bottom point remains that you need to have a plan B, right? You need to have a plan B. Already, plan A is already there. Like, you need to have a place where you can stay, that is a roof above your head, right? Then, besides having a roof above the head, besides having a roof above your head, then what next? Do you have any source of income, right? Do you have any source of income? That's why you need to come prepared. You need to at least have a source of income so that you can have some US dollars in your pocket now and again. Otherwise, if you fail to do that, you find yourself not being able to fit well into the society or into the system. And as a result, you find yourself having to go back to the diaspora. Guys, I have a number of people whom I know who went back to the diaspora. After having came here home, things turned out the other way around, and they have to go back home. So I got all that information, and I'm recording this video while it's on the ground and just giving an encouragement to one another to say, guys, in as far as it is a good thing to come back home, you need to come back home prepared. Come back home prepared. You know, it's not a journey that it's not something that you can plan overnight to say, I'm just going home next week without having put some proper planning in place. You need to have proper planning, and once that is done, then you can make your next move. Otherwise, if I have not planned right to say what will I be doing when I got home. Otherwise, if I would not have planned it that way, I can tell you guys that right now I would have been feeling like a fish out of water, because all the people around myself, they are busy. People are busy, right? You know, I was listening to one of the videos when one of the YouTubers was saying it may not be a surprise that you won't even have someone to shoot you a video. That is very true. That is very true. You know, as I am recording this video, I'm shooting my own video myself. People are busy. People are busy. They want to make their money. People are busy trying to have their finances, right? So you find yourself isolated. You find yourself like a fish out of water. That is quite possible if you go to the village, because people are very busy, right? So that's the thing, guys. You need to come home prepared. That's the bottom line. You need to come home prepared. Before you leave diaspora, before you pack your bags and say, I'm now moving back home, I'm now going to the rural areas, you need to know what exactly will you be doing at home. How are you going to get an income? How are you going to have some finances? How are you going to finance your living? How are you going to finance your children to go to school? You need to have all those options in place well ahead before you can decide to relocate. That's the thing, guys. And if you have watched this video up to this level, I'm kindly asking you guys to subscribe to this channel so that this channel can grow big. And I'll also be able to keep on giving you guys a lot more content regarding what is happening on my particular journey whilst I'm in the village, in the rural areas in Zimbabwe. That's all, guys, for now from my side. Have a great day further. Goodbye.